What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Subnautica. Our batteries are basically done, so I'm going to take mine back right now and reloading these things. So learn how to reload your batteries early, because the first time this happened, I was kind of confused about the way that it worked. It's just you press R and then it's WASD to move back and forth between the battery options, and then you press E when you select the one that you want. That's exactly how it works, but I had to figure it out when I was 200 meters down with like 40 seconds worth of oxygen left. So I figured I'd take a moment and I would explain to you guys how it works, because there can be bad times for that to come up and be like, how am I doing this? How am I doing this? So we can construct today. I'm feeling all right about the possibility of construction. I'd like to take this up by a layer right here. We're still waiting on the remainder of our batteries to get done anyways, so, you know, there's lots of things to be accomplished. I'm going to put this up right here. I'm going to do it twice. Yep, the building's so nice, you got to do it twice. Who did that one? Was that Nick Kroll? I think it was Nick Kroll. I don't know. I don't have, like, encyclopedic knowledge. I used to watch a lot of stand-up comedy. Like, legit, I watched a lot. Why is my hull going down when I add new pieces? I watched a lot of stand-up comedy for a while because I was an insomniac and I didn't sleep very much. And stand-up comedy appears to be on a lot late at night. And so anyways, I spent a lot of time watching stand-up comedy, and so I've got like I'm not anymore, but of like mid-2000s, late 2000s comics, for some reason I have like ridiculous memory for, I can't remember anything. That's the part that's weird, but when it comes to like comedy stuff, I always remember it. I don't know. My life is weird like that. I would like to put in an observatory. Do we have to unlock the observatory? Oh, we have to unlock the observatory. That's unfortunate. That's cool. We can do other stuff up here anyways. We could put in a bioreactor. We could do all kinds of fun little things. Alright. Batteries, are you all taken care of? Good. Done. So now we should be solid on our travel expenses, which should be minimized due to the fact that we have far more materials than we had previously. That's all out right there. So let's go out, and we are going to lubricant hunt today. I think we're going to try and make it so that we have a very, very large supply of lubricant. And we're lucky in the placement of our base, because seriously, we've got the kelp fields right here. And all you need to do with this creep vine is you grab these the little creep vine testicles. You just grab these over here. Grab them like you're doing an exam, and just take those things and put them in your inventory. So there it is. We can also grow these, by the way, if you really, really wanted to. We could put them in the bottom of our tank and just let them do their... Oh, yeah, with alien containment, we should probably bring back something for that, too, so that I don't have to worry about food anymore. That would be wisdom. That would be definite wisdom. We also need to work on our power situation, because I can foresee many things going wrong with our power situation. Unless we handle that now. Couple of lubricants right there. I mean, I'm no mystic or anything like that. I don't have powers to look into the spheres. Why I would be looking at spheres anyways. Why can't the universe I look at be like a square? Or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, why does it have to be looking into the majesty of the spheres? Like, I agree that that does sound pretty mystical right there. If you're trying to blow smoke up somebody's ass, and you're trying to hit them with the woo-woo, that sounds about right to me. But I need to catch some fish. Alright, so there's you. We gotta put them in pairs so that they can breed. There's a fish. There's a fish. And the more you put in the first place, the faster they'll get to work getting busy and laying those little fishy eggs and making that sweet, sweet fishy love all over your tank. That's why I gotta scrub the sides. It gets a little nasty in there. Watch out for the bubbly shit floating on the surface. You don't wanna... These fish are gross, man. They're nasty. They got like little leather masks and ball gags and all kinds of shit. And I know I didn't put that in the tank, so where they smuggled them in from, I don't even know. Got him. Another boomerang. I'd like a few more air sacs if I can. We do have kind of a water issue right now. And we can build a water purifier, by the way. It's a thing that we can do. Oh, there's radiation out this way. That's unfortunate. I don't want to burn to death with the superpower giving majesty of radiation energy, so I guess we'll go back the way we came. God, it's so nice being able to sea glide as much as I want to. Fishies, where are you at, little fishies? There's Gary Fish. Oh, there's one. Gotcha, bitch. Are there any more over here? God, Ollie. So, Ollie has jumped up right now, and he's done that cat thing where he's decided he wants attention, like, right now, and he doesn't care what else I'm doing. He's forceful about it. My other cat stands off to the side and will, like, meow and, like, purr and will wait for you to be like, okay, it's cuddle time. Ollie, on the other hand, will just get up in your face and just be like, bitch, pet me. Like, he'll be, like, right up in your face, and if you don't do it, he'll, like, headbutt you hella hard, and then if that doesn't work, he'll just, like, outright bite you, and you're like, man. It's interesting seeing the differences in personalities between pets, though, like, the ways that they get what they want, like, they work out how they can get from you what they want. Like, some are, like, flat-out extortionists and just come at you hella hard. Some don't care and don't want attention at all. I had my last cat, the one that, I had a cat that passed away about a year ago. She never really wanted attention at all. She was cool being around you. Like, she always wanted to be in the same room with you, but she never really wanted to be pet. Like, she would just, like, sit in the room and she would purr, but if you touched her, it was game off. You weren't allowed to touch her. I do need some more titanium. Ow, I've been bit by underwater piranhas. No, not the piranhas. The piranhas! They're so painful, piranhas. Can I catch those little bastards over there too? Why are there so many boomerangs around? I'm just noticing there are a lot of boomerangs in this vicinity. The fish, that is. These are called boomerang fish right here. Those aren't exactly what I need right now, although I have noticed that the air sacs seem to come out at night. Ooh, there's somebody's luggage right there. Normally I would pick it up, but there's no point. The luggage doesn't do anything just yet. I don't know if it's going to have loot in it later, or like audio recorders, or what it's going to do. I haven't locked that in just yet, but I assume it's going to do something later on once the game is more fleshed out. For right now, it's just like placeable furniture. Yeah, let's not do that. Oh, there's the bioreactor fragment. That'd be cool. Oh, we already have the bioreactor. Okay, bioreactor, we're set up. We're good to go. What's this right here? Sea glide fragment. Well, I need the titanium, so I will scan you all the same. Some people have said there's a lot of resource farming in this game, but honestly, I don't think it's that bad. It seems okay to me. Like, it's enjoyable. My inventory is too full for that. What's down here? Scary, gropey things. Okay. I don't want to get groped right now, so let's go back up to the surface. I didn't sign up for any of that old G-rope action just yet. Maybe if I get a little bit bored or if I get a little bit lusty later, maybe that'll happen, but not right now. Pray tell, not right now. Oh, yeah, new battery. The quickest way to do it is just go R-E-E. I'm sorry, R-W-E. If you just memorize that pattern, it'll put the next battery in most of the time. God, where am I right now? Oh, discombobulated, have no clue where I'm at. I'm gonna go back to my orientation point. There we go. Orientation point located. I suppose we could make some mesh. Never mind, I don't have the space for it. And if we see any air sacs along the way, shout it at your screen, because I need air sac very, very badly. And I'm kind of worried that I'm going to have to turn these two into water, which I don't really want to do. I would prefer to put them in the tank and let them breed for a little bit and just hope that that works out. Unfortunately, it looks like we may have to wait till nightfall to restock the tank there. So a little bit of that aquarium loving happen right now. We're not going to be hungry for a bit, so that's good. Alien containment. In order to put things inside alien containment, you're going to need a hatch. It's an unfortunate circumstance that you are bound to find yourself in. So let's make this a little bit larger. We will slap a hatch into the side of this bitch. Oh, it's got to be completed first. Let's find, we need more glass. Glass, 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 glass. Give me my glass. These fish are getting old and dying. Please don't let them suffocate. Okay, so I need to drop off this over here. Take that out. There's our lubricants, so those are ready to go. That guy's not quite there yet, but we do have a 0% battery that's ready for a charge. Cool. Now, I need you guys. I do hope they make it so that if you click like 3 times, it'll put like a ×3 next to it, and it'll just auto-craft the 3 things that you want to be crafted. I don't know precisely if that's in the game yet. It's my suspicion that it's probably not. But I would like it if they would put that in. Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. Water, water everywhere, not a drop to drink, and all that kind of shit. Okay, there's our alien containment. Now we need titanium and glass. Probably should have wrote that one down before I did it. But whatever, it'll work for right now. Aesthetically, I like this base better than the one I got going on in the stream. I do think that this is the better base of the two. Creepvine seed clusters. Yeah, throw that in there for right now. Is that done? Not quite. Now we got a little bit of space to store our filthy, nasty Xenos in. Did I forget to make the glass? I forgot to make the glass. Son of a bitch! Alright, so since I forgot to make the glass, goddamn Chad Thomas giving me wedgies and making me forget things, I'm gonna come back over here. We'll throw some quartz up inside the fabricator and turn that shit into some glass because it's super sexy. Back up to the top. Cool. And so now we can climb inside alien containment, and we can pretty much put whatever we want inside of here. Like, I would recommend putting foodstuffs in here for now, and then once you've got the ability to do some farming, I would reconsider that decision, and I would put larger creatures inside of here so that you can feed them to the bioreactor, which is what I plan on doing right now. It's definitely not humane, but it does work. And so there's an argument for functionality to be made. Inside of here, I would personally highlight the opportunity that we have. I don't like the way that that's facing. Give it back to me. I want it to be facing this way when I come off the ladder. Basically, whenever I come off the ladder, I want the reactor. This is going to be like a stack of reactors right here, in case you were wondering. That's what I'm planning on doing. So we're going to have an entire tower that's just full of reactors. And then I think we needed lubricant too. Is that what it said? Yeah. So there's our bioreactor. The bioreactor works exactly how you think it would work. You put bio stuff in there and it turns it into electricity. At the beginning of the game, my favorite thing to feed it is just those mushrooms you find all over the place, those purple mushrooms. Works out great, handles it just fine, keeps you from having to farm a whole lot because they're always like right near your base no matter what you do. Let's get some filtered water going on. Microorganism free. 12 ounces of water. Now you might say to yourself, 24 ounces of water a day seems like it would be enough. Nay. You got to take into account the fact that you're in the ocean, and actually just having all this salt around you has a dehydrating effect. You have the same problem when you're in the desert due to the humidity and the lack thereof. It just sucks the moisture right out of your body. It's hard to describe unless you've ever spent a lot of time working in the desert, but believe me when I say you can basically virtually just be out in the desert, not even sweating or doing anything really too strenuous, and you'll still end up really dehydrated really rapidly, even if you aren't sweating, because it's just like the air sucks the moisture out of you, and not in a pleasing way, and not in the happy-go-lucky, I just had a great Saturday night way. Turn off that flashlight. Oh yeah, the bioreactor. Let's feed this bitch. And so there it is. You feed it, and you will note that the little turbine, it fills up with our bionutrient slush. And for now, it should start generating power. It won't be a lot. This thing does not generate a ton of power. Even when you put really, really good stuff inside of it, it generates a small amount of power over a long amount of time, the higher the quality of the thing is that you put inside of it. So keep that in mind. This is not going to be an amazing way for you to generate power. It's really just a way for you to stall and not lose power overnight. That's what I use it for. I actually have about 3 or 4 of them, and I just keep them filled up with, like, any large sea creature I can find. That one's still on the charge up. Not going to need the titanium right now. Oh yeah, we need to go out and find air sacs. Needed to go out and find air sacs. I played air sacs one time. It was cool. You know, I pretended I got my Bill Clinton on for a little while. I was just like, I can't play air sax anymore because my fiance is a saxophonist. So I just look goofy now. I just look goofy. I just look like I'm pretending to be her. And it looks like I'm being mocking. And I promise I'm not being mocking. Although the baritone sax is not a sexy instrument. It really sincerely is not. It is... Whoever worked on the aesthetic design really could have done better. That's all that I'll say about it. They could have put in a little more effort and made it look a little more worthwhile. There we go. We got air sacs all over the place. I think air sacs tend to be nocturnal. Hey, you see that right there? He just did like a little escape maneuver. He just did like a little escape maneuver. Almost got away from me. Man, the lengths that fish will go to in order not to be farmed and then eaten. Am I right? Farmed and then converted into Nalgene bottles. Now made of 99% more air sac. I'd like to point out that this game is essentially us landing on a planet and instantaneously beginning to destroy the ecosystem and just being like, whatever. There's tons of stuff here. I'm going to exploit all of it. He's got little fart mines out behind. Yeah, don't get hit by those.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
I would prefer not to drown right now. How many air sacs have I farmed? I've got 6 of them. It's actually not too bad. It's actually not too bad. That should keep us... Oh, we needed a new power source. Out of battery already. There's a hoverfish over here. Capture his punk ass. I don't know if he's a punk ass. He might be a stand-up fish. You never know. Oh my god, there's so many little dudes over here. Well, forgive me, but I need to, like, future stock when it comes to my water supply so that I never need to worry about this again. And we're going to try and get water purifiers up and running, too. You can build desalinators inside of your base, and they work fairly well. They'll keep your water taken care of mostly. You should only need, like, 1 or 2 of them. Unless you're really, really, really planning on drinking a lot of water. Like, if hydration is one of those things that you tend to over-focus on, then I guess you could use 2 of them, but 1 should be perfectly fine considering you don't really craft much with water. I mean, we've only got 2 of those right there. I may put another little leg out right here with the foundation and then just cover it with solar panels. Over here, slot in the new battery. Don't forget, every single time you come in, you got to put the batteries back in because they take forever to charge. And every single time that I forget, I regret it. Alien storage. Let's go ahead and put some of these fish inside of here. They should get to work breeding pretty rapidly. I don't know exactly how long this is going to take or what the space constraints are on fish, but... There we go. Should be enough for now. And the rest of you are unfortunately condemned. Sucks to be you. You drew the short straw. And in this case, the short straw was a short trip straight to the deep fryer. It's not your fault. There's no reason that I'm doing this to you aside from the fact that I'm hungry. And you's got to go. You's got to go. Convert the rest into water so that we don't have to worry about our vitals for a little bit. And then the hunt for the Seamoth is going to be on. I was actually kind of hoping... Oh my god. I didn't realize how big of a supply we had. Holy shit, man. How many of these things did I pick up? Not complaining or anything. It's just impressive. Ooh, apparently the hoverfish are very, very nutritious. Goody. Got our caloric intake taken care of for the next little bit. It looks like the sun is probably up because our power is going up really rapidly. Which leads me to believe that there must be some kind of sunlight happening. Yes, indeedly doodly, there is sunlight coming through. Okay, so let's hunt for the Seamoth, shall we? We have a few loose ends to tie up. Seamoth parts can range anywhere from tiny and hard to see to large and very, very easy to see. Keep that in mind. If you don't know what you're looking for, they look like pieces of a submarine. You might mistake them for salvage, so there's one right there. Yes, I know. You and your giant glowing testicles come in peace, I guess. Bitch. Alright, so we got the Seamoth. It was worth it. We got sand lions coming after us, though, so we got to be careful about this whole thing. I think the medkit generator should be ready to go back at our pod. That was actually pretty much all we were looking for right there, so not much left to do in this zone. Once you get the Seamoth and the battery recharger, you shouldn't have too many problems just leaving the redgrass biome behind, unless you need to farm for silver, copper, and some other things. It's not going to be helpful anymore. Not going to be helpful over here any longer. Good. Let's go back and get a med kit because my health is low enough right now to where it's got me feeling a tad nervous. We're probably going to want to get ourselves a lead suit. And then we're going to need to go, so for the next part of our quest, we've got to go towards that way. If you look at the front end of the Aurora, and you go kind of like that direction right there, that's where we need to go to get the next thing that makes our life easier. There are Cyclops parts out there, there's all kinds of things, and just rest assured, we want them. We need them, otherwise we're not advancing, and if we're not advancing, the series isn't going anywhere. So we want to make sure that we accomplish things in each and every episode. Medkit fabricator. Done. Health is back up. Good looking. We've got metal salvage. Yeah, I think a bit more metal farming would probably not be the worst thing that I could spend time on. While I'm down here, I would also take the time to look for teeth. If we could find the gator teeth, like right there, there's one. A stalker tooth would be fantastic because they are asshole. They are quite useful. I'm gonna stab the shit out of you, fish, if you keep messing with me. I'm gonna stab you until you die, over and over and over again. It will get so real out here in the field that you have really no reckoning for how real this can possibly get. Like, you think it's fake right now. You think we're in the Barbie playhouse, but nah. It's Nam out here, baby. It's Nam. There's another stalker tooth. We're gonna need at least like 5 of these, so we might as well pick them up now. They're not gonna be useful for a long, long time, but they will be useful. So just keep an eye out, you know. If you see them along the bottom, pick them up along the way because you are going to need them, and they are going to be the stopgap for you in your playthrough if you don't pick them up along the way. I always find that I end up spending a stupid amount of time looking for stalker teeth if I don't just pick them up while I'm in the area anyways. I think I'd like to scan this for a little bit more titanium. Wrong object. Okay, we should be up to 6 or 7. Oh, we got quartz down here. Well, that's too tempting. That's way too tempting. Oh, anal breathing. Breathing through my butthole. There we go. We got oxygen back. You can breathe from those bubbles, by the way. If nobody ever told you, you can get air back from the bubbles. I didn't realize it till I'd played the game for like a stupid amount of time. At which point I was like, holy shit, I can breathe air bubbles from the bottom of the ocean through my anus. Evolution is happening right now. I'm changing. Becoming stronger. Breathing through my man cloaca. Which, according to my stream viewers, apparently some animals can breathe through their anuses. So you learned something today, Nerdcastle. You learned something today. Some critters are able to breathe out of their buttholes. Who knew? It's amazing. Who knew? Apparently that guy in stream chat. Why you keep factoids like that just rattling around your brain? I don't know. Apparently you need to know about anal breathing at some point in your life. For a project or something. It was for a project. In the projects? Let's go back to base. I would suggest swap out yet another battery. This thing goes through batteries on the quickness. It's probably because I leave the headlight on all the time, but no, it still drains out pretty rapidly. I'm happy to report that that problem does not repeat itself with the Seamoth. It's actually a problem that is fairly specific to the Sea Glide, but nonetheless, we are going to need a titanium ingot so that we can build a little MCV, the mobile vehicle crafty thing. We're probably going to need more glass. but I would rather not spend it right now. Did I pick up any fish or anything? No. Okay. Well, we're out of time for the day, so I'm going to go back to base. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerdcastle for the next episode of Subnautica. It's been a lot of fun so far. I've been kind of clinical in my approach to the game, but that's because I want to advance rapidly. I want to get more stuff. I want to make it so that we've got things available. And we've got things available. We should be able to finish up the Seamoth in the next episode, probably. And once we've got that, we will be ready for some real oceanic exploration. See y'all later. Stop by tomorrow for another episode of Subnautica. Hi to everybody.